I love this stuff. I got a bunch I could say to this. I'll try and hit them all, but very shortly. First thing I want to say is I've heard, I forget where I heard this. And if it's somebody who I should be quoting, I do apologize, but I've heard it said that it's not that so-called primitive people were dumb enough to take these stories literally. It's that us modern people are too dumb to take them metaphorically, figuratively. We're too
Mm,
dumb to see the meaning because the meaning isn't obvious. It's hidden.
yeah.
It speaks on a level that isn't rational, and we
Yeah.
can't see that. And because all we see is rational, and we see that it can't be rational, we assume that these so-called primitive people judged it rationally the same way that we judge it,
Mm,
but they had other means of interacting with story and meaning that we've lost. It's sort of atrophied in us over time. And so
mm,
we can't even really easily access the levels. Although, I think with enough analysis, you can kind of start to dig in there and find where the story is still alive and start to feed it the way we've been talking about. But just culturally speaking, when somebody, talks about, Adam and Eve in the Bible, it doesn't make sense. How could there be two people that everybody and the snake and what's this apple thing? And it's totally dumb. It's like, no, it's an allegory. It's a parable. So that's one thing. The other thing, I'll stop after this real quick though. I'll stop after this, but real quick though. Um, I think it was Young or Campbell said that myths are social dreams in the same way that dreams come with some sort of a message for us from the depths, that myths are something that come from the depths with a message for us.
yeah.
And I think the and then I think that maybe you know about this. I don't know because I think it's from Plato, but I'm not sure. And if you don't know, then neither of us knows. It's totally fine. But I think I remember the Greeks holding up mythos as a complementary other to logos.
Yeah.
And so there's sort of logos being sort of this like conscious awareness, and mythos being something more chthonic, if I can use that term, more from the depths, from the dark, unexpected. Um, I'm not really an expert in that area, so I can't speak to, but all these things do kind of point to the idea of myth as something other than rational storytelling, something deeper, more symbolic, more holistic, that doesn't make sense maybe here, but you can feel the truth of it here and in your bones. There's just this yes that rises up from the body. And I think that's what we need. And I don't know that we're equipped to really bring that forth as a society. I think it may take some pretty heavy work of, questing for the grail in the wasteland kingdom for a long enough time, until somebody manages to ask the right question at the right time and bring some sort of healing. If I can fall back on a different myth for a moment.
Yeah. Yeah.